That was stupid. Okay. It's time for another round of spooky history. Today, the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary is a now retired British luxury liner from the Cunard White Star Line, and she was constructed in Scotland. Construction on her began in 1930. She was named after a consort of King George V, Mary of Teck. How you doing, baby? Gross. I'm flying. Her maiden voyage set sail from Southampton in 1936. Back in her heyday, she could hold a grand total of 2,139 passengers and roughly 1,100 crew members. Pack it in, baby. Yuck. She stands 12 decks tall, and she's a skosh over 1,000 feet long, about 150 feet longer than the Titanic was. She was retired in 1967. Permanently docked now in Long Beach, California. Paint me like one of your French whores. Ooh, or don't do that, but here's part 2 of spooky history on the Queen Mary. In 1940, the Queen Mary took a little bit of a break from being a cruise liner, because in World War II it was converted into a troop ship. The entire ship, inside and out, was painted in navy gray, and she would be nicknamed the Gray Ghost. She would travel at high speeds and in zigzag formation, which made it really difficult for U-boats to take her out. This old girl caused such a ruckus in World War II that Haiti McHitlerman put a $250,000 bounty on her for any ship to take her out. It didn't work. By the way, at one point she carried over 15,000 soldiers. Here's another look at it. My grandfather, who served in World War II, took voyage on one of these trips. On October 2nd, 1942, tragedy took place when the Queen Mary basically T-boned and cut in half one of her escort ships called the Curacoa. Put a huge gash in the Queen Mary, lots of men died.
This is the Queen Mary, now permanently moored in Long Beach, California. On her decks and in her corridors, people have seen and heard things they can't explain.
Is he gone? The man with the scary voice. Okay. Now we're into the ghostly stuff. Because it was called the Great Ghost in World War II. Remember from the last part? Okay, great. Play with us. The Queen Mary is considered one of the most haunted locations on the planet. It has been featured on virtually every spooky show you can think of, including Unsolved Mysteries, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. They estimated roughly 47 to 60 people died aboard the Queen Mary since it set sail in 1936. Plenty of ghosts. At the end of the last part, I told you that they've estimated that roughly 47 people have died aboard the Queen Mary. But like I told you in part 2, when the Queen Mary during World War II crashed directly into its escort ship, the Curacoa, only 99 of the 338 people aboard the Curacoa survived. During another accident on the Queen Mary, back in 1966, watertight door number 13 slammed shut, and an 18-year-old crew member named John Petter was crushed to death by this door. There's also reports that an entire family was murdered inside one of the rooms. A mother and 2 of her children were found strangled to death, and another girl and the father were found shot to death in the bathroom. It's rumored the father did all of it. A crew member named William Stark accidentally poisoned himself to death. A little girl drowned in the pool. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, am I right? Anyways, at least one other woman died by drowning in the pool to go along with the child who also died. A boiler room crewman named John Henry was found dead inside the boiler room. Going back to the pool, people claim they have seen the ghostly figure of a World War II soldier roaming around. There's a little boy they call Jeremy who roams the hallways. There's a tall man in a fedora who's seen roaming the abandoned rooms and the hallways. If you ever find yourself wanting to be scared, you can go to Long Beach. Oh, That was too close. Go to Long Beach, California. Book your room for $40 kabillion. It ain't cheap. Who wants to take me though? I really want to go there. And you can take a tour.